Rockstar's like giving us shit.
I mean, I didn't know that starting the game up would do this. Dragon Age doesn't do this. Harry Potter is so high maintenance.
Hashtag cancel Harry Potter.
He's so okay.
Menu reading.
Ah!
Off.
Why
Press
is-
space bar to toggle.
Where's my mouse?
Not up here, sir. We are talking.
Let's just skip that. This seems like a lot. Oh my god. Okay.
Instant regret.
Yeah, I'm already like, kind of like how I felt when I started watching Goblet of Fire yesterday. I also couldn't deal with how bad their hair was. Like, I remember not liking it when the movie first came out, but it's unbearable. Like, they look terrible. Oh, okay. Why do I look like what's that Spider-Man boy? Tom Hiddleston? Tom Holland. I don't even know where to start with the movies because what? Okay, because I watched like 3.5 of them and there's just so many problems.
Don't they talk about how like Ron's such a great friend? And it's like, is he though? He abandoned Harry twice.
Yeah.
Because he was jealous.
He's just so sure that Harry somehow hacked the Goblet of Fire and isn't telling him how. And it's like, have you even met Harry? He's not even smart enough to do that.
Harry is the second dumbest character in Harry Potter.
No, Ron is definitely the dumbest. Why are these glasses so weird? You know what? The one good thing about Harry Potter is there aren't really any babies in it.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing. Sometimes you have to see baby Harry.
It's the wise choice to cut most of this out of the movies, but the one fucking baby that exists is fucking Lupin and Tonks.
Yeah, I think the thing that bothers me the most rewatching these movies is why there aren't like law enforcement officials in the wizarding world. Like,
yeah,
they just decide like, oh, that person committed the crime. Like, that's it.
Until book like 5 or 6, and then they still suck.
Yeah, it seems like the only cops they really have are the Dementors, and they can't even see. They're like, oh, Hagrid must have done it, and they just like, the whole Minister of Magic comes to Hagrid's house and is like, you're under arrest.
Bad business, Hagrid, very bad business.
But I never. Well, you know I'm never Professor.
Hagrid's record is against him. I've got to take it.
And they send him to the biggest, baddest jail with like no evidence. Like, J.K. Rowling didn't think like, surely I can do better than this.
Her thought process is write it now, con it later.
Yeah, I really think that she's like, where are the eyebrows? I really think that she's just like, I'm just gonna write what I want, and then later people will react, and then I'll decide if I want to change it or not.
That was quite something.
Oh, so there's just boy voice and girl voice. What does the
I'm
pitch
eager
do?
to get to Hogsmeade.
Ew, why are her teeth like that?
That was quite something.
I'm not hearing a difference.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. A few cobwebs and some dust.
What should we name ourselves? Emlison? Emal. Last name, I'll just do a combination of our stream names.
Okay.
Kins around. Oh my god, what a good name. That sounds super British. That's how British people's names are. Yeah, who's this old man? Oh my god, we look scary. I don't get why everyone doesn't apparate. Like, I had no idea why they made Harry use flu powder.
Diagonally.
They treat it like it's fucking like learning how to drive a car. You have to take a class and get your apparating perfect.
Skip. I'm like so not interested in a huge intro scene. Like, I just watched 4 Harry Potter movies. Oh, I guess something happened. I thought we were gonna be at the school. Every video game has these rocks. Like, I've never seen these rocks in my life. So many situations in Harry Potter where a child is out in the woods alone with some strange man. Why did, of all the people Dumbledore could have placed Harry with, he placed him with these awful, abusive people who hate him?
I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
Doesn't Sirius say like he took Harry and then he ran into Hagrid and Hagrid was like, Dumbledore told me to take him.
So Sirius could have raised Harry as some cool fugitive on the run, and instead Dumbledore like kidnapped him.
Yeah, and he was like, you gotta go to prison for name, Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah, and then, like, who cares? No one even liked Peter Pettigrew ever.
Like, I never liked Tonks in the books, and the movies do not do really anything to make her better.
They make her worse.
Yeah. I don't know, I think my issue with her is they try to have her do the Luna thing.
Yeah.
And introduce her in the same, like, book as Luna, and Luna does it better. And in the 6th book, spends the entire fucking time whining and pouting about the fact that she asked Remus out, and he said no. And she whines about it for an entire fucking year.
That's all she does in the whole. They're like, what's wrong with Tonks? She doesn't change her hair anymore. Like, she must be depressed. Like, what's going on? It's like, oh, she's just depressed because this old man that she likes refuses to date her. I also got the feeling in the movies and the book, like, speaking of JK retconning everything, I feel like she had intended for Harry to get with, like, Luna and Ginny to get with Neville and Hermione to get with Ron, but then she felt like she read all the fan fictions and she was like, oh, people want Harry and Ginny to get together.
Yeah.
And so then she just like switched it so that Neville and Luna get together, and it was like so random.
Although they don't get married in the book anyway, I don't know what they do in the because I don't know if Neville married somebody else or not, but I know Luna married the, like, son or grandson of that guy that the fucking Fantastic Beasts movies are based on.
Oh, that Scamander dude or something?
Yeah.
Dude, if the Fantastic Beasts movies had never come out, I might have still liked Harry Potter a bit, but them making that like 50-page book into like 7 movies, like that should be illegal. And I only saw the first Fantastic Beasts movie because my friend made me go see it, and it sucked. I didn't want to see it, and then my friend really wanted to see it, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm just being like too critical. I'll see it with her. And then I was like, wow, I always should listen to myself. Like, this was bad.
Yeah.
And now we're not even friends anymore.
And then in the second one, they like have Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I'm like,
ugh.
no.
And also,
Yeah.
like, Jude Law used to be cute, but him as Dumbledore is, like, not nice to look at. Speaking of Lockhart, once Harry and Ron figured out that Lockhart was, like, a catfish, why did they make him come with them into the Chamber of Secrets?
I don't know.
And then as soon as they bring him down, Ron, like, beats the shit out of him and knocks him unconscious. I think the teachers knew he was just gonna leave. They're like, all right, go in the chamber if you want. Like, they didn't care.
Dumbledore's like, oh yeah, I knew that the whole time. Act like Dumbledore knows everything, but I don't think he actually did.
I don't get why everyone in the wizarding world, like, stands Dumbledore so hard. They're like, oh my god, like, Voldemort is afraid of Dumbledore. Like, Hogwarts is the safest place in the whole planet because of Dumbledore. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
He's really not that great. And I don't think Voldemort is afraid of him at all. It seems like he just kind of thinks he's annoying.
But Dumbledore saw right through you.
He certainly kept an annoyingly close watch on me after that. I knew it wouldn't be safe to open the chamber again while I was...
And then, I don't know, I just feel like Dumbledore doesn't run, like, a very good school. Like, he has all the teachers lying to everyone about the Chamber of Secrets, and then he's like, they're like, yeah, there's no Chamber of Secrets, guys. Like, stop, don't be stupid. And then Dumbledore, he's like, oh, well, the chamber's been open, guys, I don't know. And then, I don't think he ever even goes to look for it. He doesn't really do anything.
No.
He just, like, sits in his office and eats candy. I did see the part in the 4th movie, like, after Harry's name comes out of the Goblet of Fire, and Dumbledore and Snape and McGonagall are talking about, like, what they should do about it.
Don't let Potter compete.
You heard Barty, the rules are clear.
What? Do nothing? Offer him up as bait? I mean, Potter is a boy, not a piece of meat.
I agree with Severus.
So you do think that Harry is a piece of meat, and they literally just decide to use Harry for bait, and then they don't even catch the guy until after someone is killed. So why do we stand Dumbledore in this world?
And then later, when they have the Snape flashback, and Snape and Dumbledore talking about Harry.
So when the time comes, the boy must die?
Yes.
You've kept him alive so that he can die at the proper moment. You've been raising him like a pig for slaughter.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
And those are the two men that Harry made Ginny name their kids after. Like, the two guys are like, should we kill Harry Potter now or later? Oh my god, Emmie. I think I hate this game.
I don't blame you.
What am I doing? Like, it just says find this guy. I don't even know why I'm looking for him. Like, he abandoned me here. Why? And we're in a bank. Like, why are we even at the bank? Like, why is this in the bank? I never understood why in the Harry Potter world the bank is like a dungeon.
I have no idea.
Like, banks aren't like that. Why are banks like that for wizards? Like, why are they so elaborate and strange?
I was reading Tom Felton's book. He went to the Harry Potter auditions because his like agent or something told him to.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I've never read these books. And Chris Columbus was there. And he's like, before I have you read anything, like, I just want to know some things. Like, what are you most excited to see from the book?
Oh my god.
And then he had heard the person in front of him say Gringotts.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, oh, Gringotts, obviously. I'm really excited to see those.
This is pretty much just like real Harry Potter, just running around looking for the point. I did think Draco was like the most interesting character. Like in the first movie when he's like telling Harry, he's trying to help Harry out. He's like, listen, like, Ron's a shithead. You really probably don't want to be friends with him.
You'll soon find out that some wizarding families are better than others, Potter. You don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort.
Then Harry's like, no, because I'm also a shithead, so I do want to be friends with him. What's happening with these fucking statues, dude? I don't fucking get it. Oh my god, we have to fight. Like, all disrespect, I kind of think like Harry Potter. Ooh, I'm dead. Harry Potter can do anything. And everyone's just like, yeah, this is sick.
Our Harry Potter is our generation's Star Wars.
It's true. That's why I was kind of interested and excited to rewatch these movies with you, because I wanted to see if, like, we would feel that way. Like, we'd watch them again and be like, you know what? Like, plot holes aside, I still really like this. And I did not feel that way at all.
I don't feel the same love.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of it is that they will not let this series, even if they don't let it die, like, they don't even let it breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, yeah, sure, they re-release The Wizard of Oz and Willy Wonka, like, every 5-10 years or whatever. And have, like, some things once in a while.
Yeah.
But they're not constantly shoving shit down your throat. Like,
right. What's happening now? Oh, there's more. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I don't get why, like, it's a thing that, and I feel like it's more in the movies than in the books, that, like, the wizarding world is just, like, needlessly very dangerous. Like, oh, we make the kids play Quidditch in lightning storms, and if they get struck by lightning, like, whatever, and we make the kids do the Triwizard Tournament. Like, so I'm supposed to believe that prior to the 4th book, they would let, like, first years do the Triwizard Tournament? Like, that's insane. Oh my god, so now, like, all of that, Emmie, everything that we just suffered through wasn't even, like, the game yet. That was all just, like, intro stuff. I can't wait. Should we be a nerd? It doesn't even matter. I don't care about classes. I guess we're like a child. I guess that's why we look so weird. Harry also really lets himself be way too influenced by Ron, this person that he just met, because he knows nothing at all about anything, And then Ron's just like, oh, like, fuck Slytherin, by the way. And Harry's like, oh, okay. I believe you 100%.
Where to put you?
Not Slytherin. Not Slytherin.
Not Slytherin.
Like, I think Harry really would have been great had he gone
Yeah.
into Slytherin. But he went into Gryffindor and just, like, became this kind of underachieving, mediocre guy, really, because he just cheats off Hermione for the whole 7 years that he's in school.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're so weird looking. Like, why do we smile so much? I just want to, like, break everyone's stuff. Yeah, like, I really don't understand these things that JK does. Like, why does Moaning Myrtle even exist? Like, what is her
Yeah.
purpose other than to be a creep?
The other boy. The handsome one. Almost all the bubbles were gone.
Yeah, and then like when they're having their fight, and she's like, "Oh, like you don't have to be jealous, Harry." Blah blah blah. And it's like, oh my god, like just shut up.
Like, I understand Moaning Myrtle is the ghost of, like, a 15-year-old, but, like, so why was she hitting on Harry when he was in his, like, second
was, like,
year?
12.
Yeah. No one should be hitting on anyone who's 12. Dude, I can't even play this game. I'm so bored. I tried, though.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that I didn't give that game a fair shot. We played it
Dude,
for
you played it for an hour and 40 minutes.
That's
like too
such
long.
a long time. I remember being really disappointed that Harry and Ginny actually did get together.
Yeah. The epilogue is fucking horrible.
Oh
Can
my
we just say that?
god. The epilogue is so bad. Like, I remember being kind of excited to see that there was an
Yeah.
epilogue because I was like, okay, because that ending was like really unsatisfying. Like, that wasn't an ending at all. And then the epilogue is like, Harry and Ron and Hermione have all gained 50 pounds and they're old now. And that's it, basically. And Harry's
Yeah.
kid's name is Albus Severus, and I just wanted to die.
Can I just say though, in the Goblet of Fire movie, there is the single most realistic scene that I have ever seen in a movie, in any of the Harry Potter movies, maybe in a movie, period. And that is the scene at the Yule Ball when they go out to the hallway and there's like fucking 6 girls crying.
Oh, yeah. That's real. What is the point of dances at all? Like, the fact that we all got dressed up and danced sober. Like, I don't understand how we did that.
Yeah. I got called a bitch at a middle school dance.
And what did you think about them leaving out, like, everything with the house elves?
I guess from a director's point of view, I could see why you wouldn't want to put that in, because it's like that's where you find out that actually most house elves like being slaves.
Yeah.
And that's probably not a message you want to be sending to
Exactly.
kids. Like, oh no, it's okay. Like, slaves like being slaves.
Yeah, they love it. It's so fun for them. It's like exactly what every racist slave owner told themselves. Oh,
Yeah,
JK. Because it makes it a lot less impressive. Like, at first you're like, wow, all this food just appears. Like, Hogwarts is kind of cool. And then it's like, oh no, it's slaves. Oh, I also remember being so annoyed with the way in the 4th movie they do the maze task. Because in the book I thought it was kind of cool. Like, they're going through this thing and then there's all these different obstacles that are really interesting, but then in the movie it was just like the hedges attack you. I always loved the scene where Harry comes back from the like fighting Voldemort and he's got Cedric's like dead body and the like band is playing. I just think that part's so funny.
You started drawing like the long hair. I was like, oh, I guess that is Dumbledore.
What does Dumbledore even look like? He's just really wrinkly. Did you feel like in the movie they didn't really do justice to how, like, kind of evil Umbridge was?
Yeah, because she was just kind of there.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I can't remember if it was like this in the book. But in the movie, I remember when he has detention with her the first time. And he's like, how many times should I write whatever the hell she told him to write? And she's
Yeah.
like, until it sinks in, and then it like cuts into his hand, and I'm like, okay, well, it sunk in, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I know. And this is why Harry is dumb. Because she didn't tell him how many times to do it. She just said until it sinks in. And the moment that I feel my words cutting into my skin, I'm like, bet, I'm done. Like, it's sank, okay? Like, I'm finished. And I would have left, but he kept going, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what Cedric Diggory looks like. I don't remember what his hair looks like. Okay, guess who this is gonna be with like no information at all?
Dobby?
No.
Okay.
Whiskey makes me an even better artist. Like you can see, like look how the quality has just gone up as the stream has gone on. Okay, this looks nothing like who it's supposed to look like. Okay, this is helping. Okay, eyebrows. Can you tell who this is now? Yeah. Okay.
Why does it have to be spiders?
Why does it have to be spiders?
Follow the butterflies.
How are there that many spiders inside of the school that like every single like murder attempt, there's like 50 of them that are like, oh, let's leave. You know? Like how are there that many of them? And like, is it really a bad thing if like they've been living here forever, but now they're like, we don't want to be here anymore. Like if there were that many spiders in here, and I don't care what happens if it's making all the spiders decide to leave on their own. Like, keep doing it.
There's the whole thing in the 6th book where Harry's like, what's an unforgivable curse? And then he's like, oh, you can't break it. Like, no fucking shit, Ron. I figured that much out by now.
Oh, you mean the unbreakable curse. Oh, yeah. And it's like, God, Ron, seriously. Okay.
I'm just gonna say, I really liked Harry Potter when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But they've constantly shoved it down my throat for like over 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to just give it a rest. And you can revisit it in like 10, 15 years.
Agreed. I'm the same as you. I loved it growing up. Like I loved it all the way into college. I loved it. And yeah, now I'm just tired. All right, guys.
Bye,
Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week.